What is up, YouTube, and welcome to episode 69 of Chaos Daily. Got an interesting day to go over today. There's some stuff I want to rant about. I love ranting about stuff that just injustices in the world that just need to be righted. And one of those injustices is with EDFs. EDFs, why do the wires come out the back? Let's have a look. So here's the deal. You've got your setup. This is your typical EDF setup. Your EDF, your ESC, your battery, gyro, and the receiver. But why do the wires come out of the back of the motor? Well, this motor is actually not so bad because they do come literally out the back of the motor. They don't come out the side like some of them. When they come out the side, they go straight into this high velocity airflow. So I've always asked, why do they build them like this? The EDF generally goes at the back of a setup, you know, where you want your thrust vector to be. So why don't they have the motor in front of it and the wires coming straight out, and then you can just have a stem that goes... It doesn't make any sense. I mean, I get it for like certain setups where you got scale-looking aircraft, like regular jets, like, I don't know, an F-15 or whatever, where it's hidden away on the inside. And you're not absolutely digging for all that performance. But the guys that are building these like high-speed, like the fun jet and stuff like that, this is no good. Like, it would make far more sense for the wires to come out the motor at the front here like this. So anyways, this is the setup I'm going to be using for this plane. Now, you can see here I have to do this weird thing with pylons on the inside of the EDF shroud with where the wires come out the back of the motor and stuff. And it's no good. Like, I've had a look at taking this motor apart, and you get the spinner cap off. Here's the one I printed, by the way. It kind of works, but it's a little too long, so I'm going to design a slightly shorter one. You take the spinner cap off, and there's a nut and a collet chuck that holds the EDF to the motor. Now, I can't get a good enough hold on the EDF on the blades to turn that nut, so I'm going to see about printing a thing that sort of goes in between all of the blades and holds all of the blades with equal pressure, so I can see if I can undo this thing. So I can get the motor out and see if I can design an EDF unit for this from scratch where the motor is reversed at the front of the EDF. That's what I would like to do. You know, I've got a resin printer that would work really well. But yeah, so until I get that sort of worked out and how to take that apart, I can't do that. But in the meantime, I can design stuff around this setup. So yeah, that's what I've been doing the last couple of days, is working on that design. Just sort of trying to kill the time while I'm waiting for resin to arrive. Resin I was hoping it would have arrived today, yesterday, but it'll probably arrive tomorrow. The sun's not up yet, so it's technically not tomorrow yet, even though we're after midnight. Printer's been sitting quietly waiting. So to kill the time, I've been designing another plane. It sort of fits that sort of space between a blended wing body, a flying wing, a parental wing, and soaring, but you can't really do soaring with EDF because when you turn the motor off, it's just this big drag-inducing block that sits on the tail. It's no good. But it should be a lot of fun to fly. I think from what I've learned from doing the Long Easy, doing the Albatross, every time I start a new design and I work something out, I figure out new ways to design something. And this one is coming along a lot nicer. Like the EDF shroud, the whole assembly to hold the EDF is basically done. Now I'm just going to start working on the fuselage and the wings. But I'm holding off on the wings until we work out how to do the wings for the Albatross, because yeah, you can't design something you don't know how to design. So yeah, the EDF thing, that's working fine. Just got to go in and put some internal structure and stuff in there, but it'll look good. So yeah, not much going on. Sort of kind of been relaxing at the same time, waiting for the resin, killing time, thinking about what I'm going to be doing next, all that sort of stuff, planning ahead. So we'll leave it there for today's episode. Make sure you hit the like button, make sure you subscribe. Go to my other channel if you haven't already. And as always, I've been Chaos. And until next time, expect the unexpected. And I will see you guys later.
And a special thank you to all my patrons that help support the channel. If you would also like to support the channel, there's a link in the description.